Friends, fans, haters, hello and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, what's up? I am so excited. This is gonna be a fun one because 'tis the season. It is the Black Friday sale from Oner Active. So I figured we've got a big sale coming up in about a week. So I wanted to go through some of my absolute top picks and my favorite pieces because when there's a sale to shop, it's kind of cutthroat. It is the Hunger Games. It is everyone for themselves when they are shopping these types of sales. And especially with a brand like Oner Active that does not do too many sales throughout the year, I figured let me go through my absolute favorite pieces so you have a bit of an idea and can help you gather your list as you go and start to think about what you want to shop. Now, in case you were wondering, Erica, how do you know all this stuff about the sale? Well, I do work with Oner Active. I am an affiliate with the brand, so I do have a link that directly supports me and my relationship with the brand. So if you did find any of this helpful, it would be incredible if you shop through my link. Now, the sale is going to kick off on November 23rd, so just about a week from today. For my Americans, yes, that is Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to kick off at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US, 9 a.m. West Coast time, and then for my friends in the UK, it's gonna be then 5 p.m. GMT. Yeah, GMT time. So that's the date, that's the time. Get ready, and again, set those alarm clocks. Now, one thing that they have done this year that is different from other years is they have incorporated a wish list feature to the website. So if you have not already done so, definitely you want to make sure that you have an account with Oner Active. So make an account, save your shipping info in there as well. Any sort of payment details, if it does allow it. I know a lot of times it will hook it up with either PayPal or ShopPay or things like that. But if it does have the option to save a card, that will help you as well when it comes to the checkout. But having this new wish list feature is going to make the checkout process hopefully a lot smoother for you, so that hopefully you can get everything that you would want, get in, get out, get it in your cart, and hopefully, fingers crossed, check out with your baskets fully intact. Now, they did not tell us the exact amount of discounts that items are going to be, but I do know that as a whole, the site is going to be up to 50% off, and nearly everything is going to be on sale. When I tell you that, I have a product list that has nearly 600 items. Everything up until the birthday collection from Oner Active this year will be on sale. The things that have come out within the last month and a half or so, those will not be included in the sale. If you are a student or have a student email account, then you can still use the Student Beans discount as well. If you are using a Student Beans discount, I do just say that, especially if you are going to support, me or another one of the affiliates, go to Student Beans first and get that link, and then go through your athlete of choices link. I am about 5'4", give or take. Sometimes the doctor occasionally tells me I'm 5'5". I don't know about that, but around 5'4", roughly about 215 to 220 pounds. I do wear a large in just about all sports bras and tops in Oner Active, and an extra large in all bottoms. Now, in other brands like say Gymshark or Ryderwear, I am a large, full-fledged from top to bottom, but in Oner Active I do find that I do large up top, extra large down bottom, and that's my pretty standard size for just about all collections from Oner Active. Now, to kick things off, I'm going to start with an absolute crowd favorite and must-have from Oner Active, which is their Effortless collection. Now, Effortless collection has a nice, high, supportive waistband with a decent amount of compression, but the material within the body is incredibly stretchy and very lightweight. This is one of those materials that feels like you're absolutely nudie-judy while wearing it. Now, what's especially incredible about Effortless is that not only does it feel like you're wearing nothing, but then really cinch you in at the waist, but it probably has the best butt scrunch that I've ever tried from any sort of athletic wear. It's one of those scrunches that truly gets right where it needs to in the cheeks and really helps define each glute itself. But I will say, it doesn't necessarily make you feel like you have a wedgie or have something in your butthole, if that makes sense. But it really truly flatters the glutes. I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear these shorts or the Effortless collection and not have their glutes look amazing, regardless of if their glutes are super full, more square. They really do so much for the glutes. I specifically like the Effortless shorts probably the most of the Effortless collection. They do come in 3 different lengths. So you do have the standard short length short, you do have a mid kind of cycle length short, and you do have leggings as well. The leggings are incredible, the cycle shorts are incredible, but my favorite of the 3 definitely is the shorts. I find that it hits you at a really nice spot in your leg. I'm definitely shorter. I don't have incredibly long legs or long glutes either. And I find that these hit me at the perfect spot in my thigh where it doesn't make me feel like an Oompa Loompa. It doesn't make my legs look too stumpy because it cuts at the perfect spot. Now, if you are a little bit shorter and especially thick-thighed like myself, I personally recommend, surprisingly, the shorter short compared to the cycle length short. I find that the cycle length short, that the bottom band on the shorts is a bit too tight, so I can't really play around with it as much, where if you are, you know, a little bit leaner and have some slimmer legs, some girls like the cycle length short and then really hike them up their thighs. That just does not work for me, my thighs, so I do actually prefer the shorter length short, because they're already not too crazy short to begin with. They have a solid like 4, give or take, inch inseam, and again, hit at a nice spot within the mid thigh. Now, an absolute underdog of an item in my opinion, and definitely one of my favorites, is the classic seamless shorts. Now, classic seamless in terms of length, similar length to the effortless shorts. You know, it's a 4 or 5 inch inseam. They do come in not only, you know, shorts, cycle shorts, as well as leggings. But the shorts are definitely one of my favorites, and I just think that the classic is underrated overall. It has a nice compressive waistband, but doesn't necessarily give you as much shape as the effortless do. But I think that's partially because overall the material is a bit thicker. So I definitely wear classic a lot within the winter, especially the leggings also, but also the shorts, because they are overall a thicker material. So you have a little bit more, you don't necessarily feel as naked as you do within like the effortless collection, but it's still very flattering. I find that these are also a lot better for anything that's a bit higher intensity. I know I go to grab these more for like boxing, where I never grab my effortless shorts for boxing, so I just find that they're not thick enough to truly, and they do kind of roll a little bit more with some of that higher intensity work, where the classic ones do not roll on me. They do stay put. They're just a great all around, like, everyday short, but especially I think higher intensity, warmer, hands down, absolutely love. Now, tons of the other affiliates and overall the consumers from Oner Active love the effortless collection. Don't get me wrong, it's incredible, but my favorite all over collection from Oner Active is the timeless collection. I think there is something for every part of your body that is absolutely phenomenal from this collection, where some of the other collections, you know, there's pieces that I like more than others. I think Oner Active, you can do an entire outfit of just timeless and be absolutely set. Absolute favorite sports bra that Oner Active does, especially for high intensity, is the timeless like square neck. I forget what the official word title is of this one, but this is my absolute favorite like higher intensity bra that they do. I love the way that it cuts. It cuts a bit higher, so you don't necessarily have too much of that like armpit fat, which we all have, but you don't necessarily have as much of that. It's not super low cut, it's not low cut, it's not a dip, it's got a slightly more square neckline, but I think something about this aspect of the cut makes it still feminine. So even though it is higher intensity and more supported, it still has a feminine feel to it. You do then have some pretty thick straps. I mean, look at that, they're about what, 2 fingers wide, so pretty thick straps. They are not adjustable, but I do find that the elastication on it is pretty sturdy enough that you still feel supported, lifted, everything you need to be. I box in this bra. I'll box in this bra and take off my t-shirt, my sweatshirt, everything, and feel comfortable in just this alone, where I cannot say the same for a lot of the other bras. This is, in my opinion, the best high intensity bra that Oner Active does. For both the leggings and the shorts, the timeless only comes in one length of short, and it is definitely like a mid length. I mean, it's a solid 5, maybe even longer leg inseam. It definitely falls a little bit farther past mid-length on your thigh, but not quite as long as being like an actual cycle short. What I love is that the waistband is slightly curved as well. So it's slightly curved, which gives you an illusion of like higher hips, and that dip, again, I just think it's very flattering. These lines right here also kind of help to flatter and contour what you would have like the obliques on your abdominals. Now, these do not have a glute scrunch, but they do have a nice glute seam. I do find that the back of them, because it kind of dips and gives you that heart effect, but then that glute seam gets right in the cheeks, so you can kind of hoist it up a little bit so you can help lift the booty more if you want. But I just find that it does the perfect amount for the glutes as well as the legs. Same thing with the leggings. The leggings are exactly the same, but then, you know, just full length. I personally love the length of these leggings. I find that they're the right length for me. I do get a short because, again, I'm not super tall, but I love that they're not exactly like at my ankle, but not at my calf either. That they're right in between, not quite a 7/8, but like teetering on 7/8, which for me, if I'm not wearing like higher socks, which I always am, but if I'm not wearing higher socks, I find it's a very flattering place on my leg overall. I feel like it's a perfect all-around collection because it does have that performance for when you're in the gym, for when you're doing high intensity, but also you can hang out in it all day long and you don't feel uncomfortable. Where as much as I love the Effortless, if I'm laying around on my couch on there, I just feel like I gotta pick a wedgie all the time. This, you do not have that effect. And again, I can't stress enough how much Timeless I think is the perfect overall collection. With that being said, the last Timeless item I want to mention is the Timeless cropped jacket. And with the jacket, I find that the cropped is more flattering on me and my body personally. I think if you are a bit curvier, and especially if you have a smaller waist but large hips like I do, I prefer the cropped compared to the full length top. With the full length, you also have pockets, which is nice, but then I think the pockets adjust the way it's gonna fit around your hips. Plus, I just find that the bottom of the full length is not necessarily wide enough if you have bigger hips. So I find that it just sits at a weird spot on me where I don't necessarily feel like it's as flattering. I find that the cropped, personally on me, feels a bit more flattering. It's not crazy too cropped. It sits at a nice place around your mid to low waist, and especially when you're wearing like a high-waisted legging, I think it fits at a nice point where you've got your high-waisted leggings coming in, your crop jacket coming in at the same point to kind of help emphasize your waistline. Only downside of this is that it doesn't have pockets, but again, if you have a crop jacket, do you really want pockets on like your rib cage? I know I don't. I know I went on a bit of a ramble with the Timeless high support bra, and you might be thinking, oh Erica, what about if I want a minimal bra? Well, I will tell you, I am not the person to talk to necessarily about minimal bras. I am not a minimal boobie gal, therefore I am not a minimal bra gal, because I just got a little too much going on in the chesticles area. For some of those smaller bras, I think they look phenomenal on the people who wear them, but on me, I'm in danger. The two bras I do like that are a little bit less supportive or a little bit more stylistic are going to be from the all day everyday collection. Now, one of which is the everyday bralette. I surprisingly love the bandeau bralette because I think it's still the right amount. It's still thick enough where it's gonna cover you. Like for example, I love the Gymshark one, but this actually I have been loving more because it's just got a little bit more thickness to it. This bottom band is extremely tight, really nice and supportive. It has a nice slip cover band on the top too, so it's not really gonna have too much slippage. It does have completely removable straps, which is incredible. I will not be training in the gym without the straps on, but walking around my home, pairing this with a pair of jeans to go out, that I will wear without the straps. So the straps are adjustable, which is nice, so then you can also, honestly, you can crisscross them to get even more support. I know some girls like to do the one shoulder situation. I've never tried that, but it looks cute on those who do it. But this is one of my favorites for a little bit more of a minimal, a little bit more cute, stylistic bra compared to something that's gonna really be strapping you in. This is a slightly newer style, and I think probably my favorite of the more minimal styles is the everyday strappy bralette. Now, very similar within the body. What I love, again, for me, for having a larger chest, especially a larger chest that's not crazy firm, if that makes sense. I got some jiggly wiggly little titties. So with that being said, I like that this is not something that's super low cut, that it is a little bit more of a straight across design that just for me is not only flattering, but still supportive, still feel like I'm not going to slip out of it. But I love the crisscross double back design. I feel like it looks so nice, especially on like upper body day. And I do find that this bra is pretty supportive as well. I mean, I'd say this is probably more of a medium support, both of them, for me personally, and for my activities. Though I'm not a runner, I don't know if you could get away with running in either of these, but I have seen some girls like on Instagram who I follow who do run in these sports bras, so it is a possibility. So we talked a lot about our performance and gym wear pieces, but now we're going to talk a little bit more about our lifestyle and layering pieces. Now, first thing I want to mention is the Mellow Soft. Mellow Soft is the most lightweight naked material possible. I feel like, though I'm not a Skims gal, I feel like this is something that can rival some of the materials of Skims, where it's super light, super stretchy, super breathable as well. When I tell you that this is so soft, I would love to be buried in this material. I personally love the short sleeve mid crop, because what I love is that it is a bit it is cropped, but it's not super cropped. I've gotten away with actually wearing this to a work event, like on a casual day with jeans. It's not crazy cropped. It's meeting directly at my jean line. And I find it's a little bit more flattering, where the long length, again, on me with my hips and my proportions, just always feels like it's gonna roll. It goes a bit weird. It's minimally branded, so I've actually worn this to work, you know, wearing it with a high-waisted skirt, or again, for a casual day with like jeans. But I've also then worn this to the gym. And it's hitting at that perfect spot where it's, again, really going to emphasize your waistline. And it's such a lightweight material. One thing I will say is that if you sweat in this, then it will kind of have like sweat stains from this material, especially in these kind of lighter colors. The darker colors are okay, but the lighter colors, once they dry kind of weird. So just something to be aware of. Now, another throw-on piece I think is an absolute must-have is the oversized lightweight t-shirt. I prefer the lightweight to the thicker glazed mirror design shirts that they have as well. I just find that these ones, I think the oversizes of them is better for some reason. I think because not only are they oversized, but they're nice and thin, where the other tops are a bit thicker, and something about that just feels like, it's got a nice actually embroidered logo, which you feel like you don't get very often on a t-shirt, but nice and simple besides that, and it's nice and boxy. Now, you cannot go wrong with Oner Active's sweats. I 24/7, especially as we've hit in some of these colder months, I think honestly every day I'm wearing something of Oner Active, either their hoodie or their cargo sweats, as I have on right now. Specifically the all day sweatshirt from the birthday collection, so it's the all day 2020 established sweatshirt. It doesn't come in too many colors, but I think this is probably my favorite of the sweatshirts I have. I definitely go to grab this very often. It's got a nice hood. It's got a nice, really big, like kangaroo pouch pocket. And I go to wear this probably the most. I find that the oversizes of it is the right amount as well, where sometimes when something's oversized, it's not actually oversized, where on me, this is absolutely perfect. And I can tell you that the cargo joggers from Oner Active are hands down my favorite like sweatpants I own right now. You can't go wrong with either the full weight or the lightweight sweatpants. I'm not positive off the top of my head if the lightweights are also going to be in the sale, but the way that the cargos fit, I think they are the most flattering style sweatpant. They're not only like logical because they have so many pockets and even secret pockets, but I feel like the way they fit slightly oversized without being an oversized sweatpant. And I feel like they just are not only stylish because the cargos are so in right now, but they're so comfy as well, and you cannot go wrong. Ugh, God, I'm sweating from talking so much. Now again, there is going to be hundreds of items on sales between everything that we went through, as well as accessories and even more, but these are just my absolute favorite top picks and must-haves, things that I probably go every week wearing at least one of these types of items. With that being said, if you did like this video, definitely please give it a thumbs up and subscribe as well. I do try and do favorites videos, reviews, and things like that as well when they come up, especially when it comes time for sales and things like that. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and also maybe shop through my link if you did like this video. And I'm so interested to see what types of things that you guys would like to shop for within the sale. So definitely leave a comment telling me your favorite item that you're most excited to get within the sale. And besides that, I'll tell you, happy shopping. Goodbye.